Okay, for you the topic is museums.
Okay.
Now sometimes museum can be an unusual topic for us because we don't go to the museums quite often, so it can be some unusual topic. Art gallery and museum. English people, they go to art galleries, they go to museums, so for them it's quite normal, but for us these topics are sometimes boring, we don't have information. So through this thing, you will understand how to answer questions about museums and all that. Okay, let's take a start. Are there many museums in your hometown?
Yes, of course, there are many museums in my city. Like I live in Lahore, so it's very important and historical city that is famous for so many historical things. So there are many museums. Still, I remember I visited last time a National History Museum and I enjoyed a lot there. I saw so many things and I touched and checked each and everything because it's around to my taste, so I enjoyed there a lot.
Do you think museums are useful for visitors to your hometown?
Yeah, surely. I strongly believe that it's a sort of place. It's a slip of tongue. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. You can answer again. Do you think museums are useful for tourists who visit your hometown?
Yeah, sure. I strongly believe that tourists must visit museum because we don't have such kind of facilities in our country to make our country prominent internationally or you can say in the range of all over the country. So visitors must visit museums. There are much more things to discover. Sorry.
There are many more things,
not
much
much to
more.
discover, and in fact, it is our national heritage also. Like Lok Virsa in Islamabad and History Museum in Lahore also. These have enough things to visit.
Okay. How often do you go to the museum?
In fact, I love to go museum, but I can't go. In fact, because of my busy schedule. But I try my best to go once in a week usually.
Did you go to the museum when you were a child?
Yes, I still remember once I went to museum and it was a great museum. It was a huge and great museum. Had a lot of things related to our history. I love many historical things there, and I made also pics over there and I checked everything.
Good. Do you think museums are important?
Yes, museums are very important in the history of any country. In fact, they are the great heritage any country has. So it's very important to visit there, and it should be in every country.
Okay, now see, there is repetition
Yes,
going
sir.
on in your answer. So try to overcome that.
Okay.
I mean, the question is, do you think museums are important? So for important, you can use the word crucial.
Yes.
And then you can give the
also.
reference of history.
Yes.
Museums tell us about our history, about our past. So because of historical importance, I think governments should give some funding to
Yes.
the museums.
Government
something
definitely
like that.
should pay some attention on museum.
Exactly.
And it's also a source of income and tourists and visitors also.
Good. So try not to repeat the same ideas time and again, and your answer should be like you're going in a flow and you can
smooth
add
way.
something different to each answer. Another thing, it's not that in every answer you add the same thing. You didn't do that, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, they ask you a question and in every answer you are repeating something. Even that is in the category of repetition. One more thing, there is one thing we call it exaggeration.
Yes.
You can always exaggerate. Now, even if you've not been to the museum and examiner asks you about it, you know what a museum is and how a museum looks like from inside. Right? So it's a good idea if you watch any short clip on YouTube about any museum and art gallery. Because we cannot answer, if they ask you about art gallery, say what is art gallery? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so art gallery is where they display paintings and all that. So you should be able to talk about these things.
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.